Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to teach you about the nomenclature in organic chemistry. I'm going to teach you from the basic level and take you to the intermediate level in today's video. Okay. So first of all, here as it is written, when there will be in a single bond on that time, alkane will be used and this suffix ane will be used. And as you can see, suffix ane is here, and when there will be double bond, alkene will be used. Actually there is a spelling mistake. Alkene will be used, and suffix ene will be used, right? Suffix ene will be used. When there will be triple bond, on that time suffix yne will be used from alkyne. Okay, from alkyne yne will be used. From double bond, alkene, from the alkene ene will be used. From the alkane ane will be used. Okay, and when there will be one carbon, on that time meth will be used. Two carbons eth, three carbons prop, four carbons but, five carbons pent, six carbon hex, seven carbon hept, ninth carbon oct, sorry, eight carbons oct, ninth carbons non, and tenth carbon dec. So these things you have to remember. Okay, and another thing I guess I have not written here, but this thing is also really important. The very first thing when doing the nomenclature in organic chemistry, the very first thing you're going to do is find the longest carbon chain. This is the main thing. This is the first main thing that you're going to do, and only then you're going to have a proper naming of your compound. Find the longest carbon chain. This is the very first thing that you're going to do, and it is really important. So from all these things that we have learned, let's do some nomenclature, right? Here as you can see, CH4 is there. What does it mean? Carbon has a valency of 4. That means 4 arms of carbons are suspended, and in the 4 arms 4 individual hydrogen atom will be attached actually. Okay, so this is what it actually means. Okay, and as you know, hydrogen is joined with the carbon with a single arm, with a single bond actually. I'm sorry, single bond. So here, and as there is one carbon is there, it will be meth, meth. Meth will be there, and as single bond is there, ane, methane, meth. As there is one carbon, and there will be one carbon, meth will be there, and ane. Ane is there from the single bond that we have learned earlier. From here, single bond is there, suffix ane will be placed. It is actually really simple. You don't have to worry about it. It's a really simple thing. And here, as you can see, two carbons are there. The longest bond is two carbons. Always find the longest carbon bond. I'm sorry, again, not carbon bond, carbon chain. Okay, you're going to find the longest carbon chain. uh, Here are two carbons are there, so it will be there, it, and double bond, it will be ethane. Here how many carbons are there? One, two, three carbons are there. For three carbons we know prop is used, so it will be propane. Here one, two, three, four. For four carbons you'll be using bute. Single bond is there, So ANE, ANE will be placed, will be written. Okay. So here, as you can see, double bond is there in between, and two carbons are there. Two carbons are there, and double bond is there. So it will be it. For double bond, we use ENE. From alkene, you use ENE. Here you can see double from double bond, alkene, ENE is used. So ENE will be best. And here triple bond is there, and two carbons are there. So ETH, it triple bond. For triple bond, we use YNE from alkyne. Ne. Triple bond we use YNE, and two carbons are there. So it you can see. Just wait a minute. Yeah. So yeah, for two carbons, it is there. Okay, and triple bond is there. So YNE, YNE, ine, ethine. Okay. So this is some of the basics of the things, and these are some of the basic things that you will have to learn before going to the next topic. That is the introduction to the functional group. These things are also really important. So here you can see for carboxylic acid, suffix oic will be used, and all these things are here for alkene. This is actually the priority order, right? From the highest priority to the lowest priority. Always remember, whenever there will be COOH, this thing has the highest priority than anything else. Okay, this thing has the highest priority. You may ask that why this priority thing is needed, why this priority table is needed. So it is actually needed while you number the carbon chain. Let me teach you how it is needed. So here you can see some examples. So here, as you can see, COOH is there. COOH is there, and the longest carbon chain is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pent. 5 carbons are there, so it will be pent. AN oic acid. It will be written like this. Let me teach you how it is written like this. So here, as you can see, pent is there because there are 4 carbons. It is clear. AN. How AN is coming? You will be asking that I have already told you that for single bond A and E will be there. Where is the E gone? This might be your question. This might be your doubt. So here, as you can see, I've written a note that whenever there will be a vial, right? There will be a vial. On that time, E will be dropped or removed, whatever you call it. But E will be removed basically. E will be removed. So here alkane A and E will be not here because this suffix oic acid has a vial O is a vial, right? So that's why E will be dropped. For this example as well, this rule will be applied. So from which side should you count? From this side or from this side? From right to left, or from right to left, or from the left to right? From which side should you count? So let me tell you a really simple way to do this. As you can see, there is only one functional group. Yeah, so here you can see only one, only one functional group is there. Um, so here you can see only one functional group is there. So it will be counted from the number from the side. Okay, so as you can see, here is only one functional group is there, that is ketone. That is ketone. So it will be counted from that side, such that this ketone will come at the least number possible. If you count it from the right to left, 1, 2, 3, 4, ketone is coming at the third number. But if I count it from the left to right, on that time ketone is coming at 1, 2, 3, 4. Second number it is coming. So that means if I count it from left to right, this ketone will get the least number, that is 2. So we'll count it from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons are there. So 4, for 4 we write but. For ketone we use ONE. Where is ketone? Yeah. For ketone we use ONE. As you can see, the suffix we use ONE. So ONE, O is a vowel. So that's why ketone will be written as, sorry, this compound will be written as butane, butane, then dash 2, 2 ONE. Because at the second number, ketone is there, and again because of all this single bond. And you might be asking why E is there, he is not there. I have already explained it before, but I'm again explaining. E is not there because O is a vowel. O is a vowel. This O is a vowel, so that's why E will be dropped or removed. I've also written it here. O will be dropped or removed whenever there will be a vowel. In this case, one, two, three, 4. From which side will you count? From the right to left or left to right? There are, if you see carefully, you will be able to see that there are two functional groups are there in total. Not two functional groups, sorry. So in this compound, if you see very carefully, at that time you will see double bond is there, alcohol is there, and we know which one has more priority, this double bond or this alcohol. From this table we'll get to know this alcohol will have highest priority than higher priority. This alcohol will have higher priority than this double bond, because in this table, if you see, alcohol, yeah, here you can see alcohol is higher than this double bond alkene. Okay, alcohol is higher than alkene, so alcohol has higher priority than alkene. So it will be written as, so it will be written as, so telling you before writing it, I am let me tell you from which side we will count it. So this alcohol is at the right side, so we'll count it from the right side, because this this alcohol will get the lowest number possible, because 1, 2, 3, 4, this alcohol is getting the lowest number. If you count it from left to right, on that time 1, 2, 3, 4, this alcohol is at the fourth number. So that means we'll count it from right to left, just to make just to keep this alcohol at the first number, just to keep this alcohol in such a place so that it will get the lowest number possible. So here it will be written as one, two, three, four. Four carbons are there. So but at which carbon double bond is there? One, two, three. In the third carbon double bond is there. So three En will be there. Mind it. En will be there. E will not be there because E will not be where this E will be dropped. This E will be dropped because alcohol OL is there. Suffix OL will be there. So that's why O is a vowel. So that's why E will be dropped. So En one ol will be written. Or you can also write it as there is one, so there is no need to write one. Write it like this. En ol. You can also write it like this, but I like to write like this. So I prefer to write like this, but yeah, both are correct if you write this number. COOH is there. COOH has the highest priority than everything, so we'll count it from the right side, right to left. One, two, three, four. Four commas are there, and here two functional groups are there. That are these are actually this amino is there. This amine functional this amino functional group is there. What do you call it? Mm, amine. Okay, this amine function. Yeah, I was just right here. This amine functional group is there, and carboxylic acid is also there. So in this compound, look here, look at it very carefully. In this compound, one, two, three, four. Four carbons are there. So one and two functional groups are there. So that that means and two carbon and two functional groups are there. So that means okay. So in this compound, as you can see, two functional groups are there: carboxylic acid and this amine functional group is there. So we just cannot write the prefix of both of these. On that time, it will be like kind of messed up on that time. So we'll not write both of these as the suffix. So we'll write it as one, two, three, four. Four commas are there. We'll write one of this functional group as the prefix. We'll write one of the functional group as prefix. If we write this amine functional group as the prefix, on that time it will sound more, it will sound better. It will just sound better. So that's why. So look at this compound very carefully. Here, two functional groups are there. We'll write one of this functional group as the prefix because we cannot just write both of this functional group as the suffix. So that's why we will be writing one of the functional groups as the. So in this compound, as you can see, four carbons are there, and also two functional groups are there. So when there are two functional groups, we'll write one of the functional groups as the prefix and then the other one as the suffix. So if we write this amine functional group as the prefix, on that time it will sound better. Like the amine functional group, when it is written as prefix, it will be amino. It will be amino. So from the right to left, we will count because COOH has the highest priority. So one, two, three, four. Four counts are there. So first of all, we'll write the amine functional group. So when it is written as a prefix, on that time we'll write it like on the second number it is there. So second, two amino, two amino, four carbons are there. So butanoic acid. This is the thing that you have to remember. And also, in some cases, uh, this, the number at which the functional group is there will be dropped, because some of the functional groups will be at the last. It is just compulsory for them to be at the last. For example, this carboxylic acid, this aldehyde will be at the last. Okay, so let me tell you that also. Let me tell you a doubt that most of the students are having, that is how to identify ketone and aldehyde. So when there will be ketone, this O will be, is the doubt, how to differentiate between ketone and this aldehyde. So when there will be ketone, on that time oxygen will be there in between the carbons, not at the first, not at the last, but in between. Okay. So when the oxygen will be at the between, on that time it will be considered as ketone. But whenever this oxygen will be at the first carbon, or at this oxygen atom is at the first carbon, so it is a ketone. That's why one, two carbons are there. So it in null, it will be the ethanol. It will be written as ethanol because this Al. So let's take this example. Many of you will say the answer as 2 ethyl hexane, or many of you will say, how is it ethyl, it should be ethane. But let me tell you one thing. Whenever this CH2 CH3, basically this alkyl group, will be used as a functional group, this CH2 CH3 is used as a functional group, on that time ethane or ethine or ethyl will not be used. It will not be used. Instead, this ane will be replaced with yl. It will be replaced with yl. So even if you are saying this answer to ethyl hexane, this is actually incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because what did I tell you? The first step. The first step is to count the longest carbon chain. What is the longest carbon chain here? Is this the longest carbon chain? CH3, CH2. Is this the longest carbon chain? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is not the longest carbon chain. If you count it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is the longest carbon chain. 7 is the longest carbon chain. Even if you count it from here, many people will say that let's count it from this side. Many students might say that, but 1, 2, 3, 4, it is still not the longest carbon chain. It is only the longest carbon chain if you count it from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 carbons are there in total in the longest carbon chain. So it will be hept, and we'll count it from this side, because if we count it from this side, this methyl is coming at the lowest possible number, that is 1, 2, 3. Third number it is coming. So the naming of this compound will be 3 methyl 3 methyl, then heptane. 1, 2, 3, 3 methyl. Okay, on the third number methyl is there. This third number, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, heptane. So 3 methyl heptane. It is the answer, or it is the naming of this compound. It is the actual naming of this compound. Okay, so what is the thing that you learned from this example? The thing that you've learned from this example is to count the longest carbon chain. Okay, good thing for me. And try helping me, because I am also a student, so I also make mistakes. I also make some grammatical mistakes. My English is not that good, so that's why I make some grammatical mistakes, or might be saying some sort of wrong things while I'm speaking English. So yeah, it is my very first time. If there is any sort of mistake that I'm doing, please consider it. I am, sorry if I am making any sort of mistake while I'm speaking English. So I'm really sorry because of that if I'm making. So yeah, this was it for today's video. I hope you like it. If you like my channel, then liking the channel would be a blessing for me.